Well, Happy New Year, everyone. It's the beginning of a new school year here in Australia. We started back last week, so we're week 2, and I'm just in the car doing a welcome back video, and trust you all had a lovely Christmas and New Year and summer holidays for those in the Southern Hemisphere and winter for those in the North. So we have a whole year ahead of us and lots of children starting school or partway through, depending where you live. And I know that there's many of you that have been enjoying my video series, and I really appreciate your feedback, your emails and messages. Thank you so much, and we will continue this year. So if there's things that you'd like to learn that are not yet something that I have covered, then send me an email, send me a comment, and I'm happy to consider, because being a pediatric occupational therapist for the last 15 years and then having 5 of my own children, there's lots of topics and lots of individual consultations and group work and different situations and topics that I could cover, and that relate to helping your child learn to read, write and spell. And there's lots of foundation skills and lots of skills that people don't even realize relate to reading, writing and spelling in your everyday life that really prepare you for interacting with written, print and verbally as well, and your gross motor, fine motor, sensory processing. All of those things and aspects of a child's development are so important for being able to sit and concentrate, having the core muscle strength and the posture to be able to sit and to concentrate or to lay down and do your reading, and to have the coordination of your eye and your hand for reading, and the auditory skills, working with your visual skills and your eye-hand coordination as you're listening, reading, writing, following directions, moving your body through space. There's so much. So if you haven't listened to any of my videos before, pop onto the others that are in my Learning with Ricardo Reading Mouse YouTube channel, and you can follow them by topic, and enjoy. And we will start this year with left and right. So today I'll just talk a little bit about left and right awareness, and that is so important for a child's development in their brain. The left side of your brain actually controls the right side of your body, and the right side, or the right hemisphere of your brain, controls the left side. I said that right, didn't I? The right side of your brain controls the left side of your body, and the left side of your brain controls the right side of your body. So there's different parts of your brain that are centers for language and vision and emotion and motor control, etc., etc. And when a child is developing, it's really important to have that awareness of where your body is in space and planning movements. And I cover those topics in videos at the end of last term in 2019. And today we talk about left and right. So in the English language, we write left to right across the page, and so having an understanding when you're forming your letters also of left and right is important, because some letters start and go right to left and others start and go left to right. And if you don't have an internal knowing of left and right, it will be really tricky for a child to be able to place their letters on the line in the correct position. And often children won't notice if it's a B or a D or a P or a Q, forwards or backwards, if that left and right awareness isn't developed and settled in their brain. It's like when I often share with parents and teachers that if you're reading a map, in the olden days before you could do it on your sat nav and sit there and the sat nav tells you to go left, right, and you actually had to look at a street directory or a map and plan it yourself. Just have a think about how you do it. Can you look at the page and then plan internally, okay, keeping the map straight in front of you, I have to take a left, then I have to go right, and then the third left, and then the second right? Or do you actually have to turn your head or turn the map to actually put your body in the same position as when you have to turn left or right? Or can you actually picture it and follow it left, right, left, right? So those things are important, that internalization of left and right. And there's many things you can do to help your child develop that left-right body awareness. And I have a very simple chart that I got from behavior optometrist probably 15 years ago that I've used over and over again with children and parents, and it's an A4 sheet of paper with arrows on it that you can make one of your own in paint just open up a paint page on your computer and use the little arrows images and do 5 or 6 arrows up, down, left, right, and you can do about 4 or 5 rows of them, and you can put them across the page, and then you print that out, and then you can ask your child to say the direction up, down, left, right, or they can point up, down, left, right, and then they can jump. And the important thing is that you keep the piece of paper, which I'll do in a demonstration, and I'll video that, which will be really excellent. But it's a very simple tip, and you just keep the piece of paper in front of you flat on the floor, and the child is standing or sitting or kneeling, and they're either going to point and say, clap and say, or they can jump their whole body and say. And the important thing is that they're saying the same direction as they're moving at the same time, and you can really see the cogs of their brain turning and processing as they're thinking about what they have. They're processing what they see, they're thinking about what they have to say, and then also getting their body to move in the correct way. And you'll see that it can be quite slow at first in the processing of those 3 things, and as children practice it throughout the weeks, then that processing becomes smoother and more internalized and more automatic, which is what you're looking for in helping improve reading, writing and spelling. So that's, while I'm in the car, I can't actually demonstrate it, but next week I'll prepare the sheet and I will have it ready for you. And yeah, so encouraging your child with grids as well, which says count across 3 and up 2 and draw a tree, or count across 3 and up 5 and draw a star, is excellent if you're giving left and right directions. So count across 5 to the right, 2 up, and using a twister mat, and where it's got red, green, yellow and blue across the twister mat. Excellent. Twister is an excellent game for left hand, right hand, left foot, right foot, and having that coordination. So there's lots of ways that you can help your child develop their left-right understanding and internalize that so it's automatic, and it's one less load upon their brain that they're having to cognitively and deliberately process when they're learning to read, write and spell. So thank you so much. Bye for now.